Hello there, Stellar Sisters. I am going to do a video response. It was brought to my attention. Naja tagged me in a post related to what verbiage is used when signing on new stylists. So I thought I'd do a video because I can get very long-winded when I write, and as much as I get long-winded when I speak, I think it's a little bit more easy to follow. So I'm going to try my best, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask your questions in that existing post that is in the Superstars group. Okay, so in terms of what to say to potential stylists, prospective stylists, and in all honesty, I don't really have a true template. It's just kind of, I know what I want to say, and based on who I'm speaking to, I adjust it accordingly. And that's how it should be in every scenario, because you don't want it to be so generic and disingenuous or not sincere. So when you're thinking of, presenting the opportunity, you have to have the most sincerest thought in mind of how this is going to benefit your prospective stylist. So oftentimes I will scrub my list of past hostesses or past purchasing customers, and in that group of women I see where Stella can benefit them. And a lot of the times is if I see customers purchasing a lot or a high volume, I'll say to them, hey, did you know that on your last order you spent $150 in retail, and if you would have signed up as a Stella stylist, you would have paid $199 and would have received 350 in samples of your choice. And they're just kind of like, just for another $50, I would have gotten 350 instead of just what I got for 200 or 150. They're just kind of like, oh my God. Especially a good thing to point out is there is no minimum requirement ever. If they're only going to be a hobby stylist, they're not going to get slapped with penalties for not doing their business. However, we do know as stylists that we benefit more if we are consistently working our business, because we get the free product credits, and there's so many great incentives for us to continue doing our business in a consistent manner, and that if they do want to purchase at the 50% discount pre-launch, they should do at least a minimum of 250 over a 3-month period, which really, when you break it down, is not difficult to do whatsoever. So you just have to be sure to point this out, and you can just let them know and just say, hey, I want to save you money, and I think this would be a great opportunity for you to do something very part-time at whatever time schedule you choose, once a month, or 4 shows a month, or whatever it is that fits your need. Especially with the holiday coming up, you should sign up, because just in doing holiday sales for Christmas, you'll probably make back the money in your kit plus earn some free jewelry during your jumpstart. Why not even consider trying it? If you're going to host for me anyway, you might as well host for yourself. And so when you say things like that, it just makes sense to a lot of women. And so especially my past hostesses that continue to seem like they're going to host for me, which I would love their business, but I would even love it more if they were on my team and they were able to share Stella and Dot with their friends and family and their network of people. So that's usually what I do. I literally scrub my list of, potential customers that have purchased at least $100 or more, and just let them know for an extra $50, $75, $100, they could easily sign up to be a stylist and get the full benefits of shopping at discount lifelong and additional perks and incentives. So you can't really beat that, and anyone that is thinking smart will realize that that's a great deal. Now, another perspective stylist that you may want to try to share the opportunity with would also be like those ones that are, they love this stuff. They don't purchase a lot in one purchase, but they over time buy random purchases that are like here, there, $50 or whatever. And I always say to those, customers is that, it's a very flexible part-time business, as well as, you share in general. So like you go to a great restaurant, you talk about it, and people go and they love it and they rave about it. You shop at Target and you're like, oh, 19.99, go, you're always sharing. So in terms of actual accessories, if they know that they're going to wear accessories anyway, why would they not want to wear accessories that could potentially benefit them in return? That scarf that someone complimented, instead of sending the business to Target or JCPenney's or Old Navy, they could get the business back. And all they have to do is say, oh, I rep this line, do you love it? I can give you a way to get this for free. Or, it's only $59 and I can show you exactly how to wrap it as a dress, a scarf, a vest, whatever. And you just have to emphasize the education piece as well as the benefits of styling your wardrobe and learning how to do it. And some people realize that style consultants in general are expensive, and so they're getting free jewelry when they host a show, and they're learning all these styling tips and trends. I can't speak today, it's Monday, sorry. And they're just, there's so much benefit because you're already giving business to somebody. So why wouldn't you give business back to yourself? And honestly, I am not big on accessories, really. So when I signed up for Style on Dot, I really looked at it as a social aspect of just getting out and meeting women and just getting a little bit of side money just so that I could get my manicure or whatever. But over time, I have realized that I've gotten a lot of compliments and I've gotten business back because they love the scarf, they love that bag, they love that necklace you have on. And instead of giving business away, I'm able to get it back. And even if I don't, the opportunity is always there to get business. And you don't have to be aggressive, and you have to let them know that too, because some women think that direct sales in general is a very aggressive market. And sure, it needs to be to an extent, but we are all about social selling and sharing. And the more that they understand that that's the aspect that we're going for, and that the benefit of making money on that is just icing on the cake. So really, truly, I don't think that you need to convince anybody. You just have to let them know that it's a very flexible part-time with no quotas. That's a big piece to say, because a lot of women will be like, oh, there's a minimum, but they don't talk about it. And then they get punched in the face with that later. And they're like, oh, that's exactly what I was talking about. I didn't want to sign up for this. So you set them up for success and let them know, full disclosure, put all the cards on the table, what this business entails. And obviously, no brainer, you get what you give. So what you put into it is what you will get out of it. And so it's not a get rich quick. It's not this thing where you want to glamorize and make it overpromise and underdeliver. But do let them know that there is so much to be, there's so much to be gained actually to be a stylist, because between the friendships, the free jewelry, incentives, trips, and just being stylish in general and getting out there to meet women, it's priceless. It really is a priceless opportunity. And for those that get it, they'll get it. And for those that don't, you just say thank you so much for listening, and you just keep them in your Rolodex, and you just circle back to them when you can. My biggest gripe, I guess to say, is a lot of stylists are forcing shows on women and are forcing the opportunity, and truly that is not what we need to do, because anyone that gets it well, and you do want to give them all the information and invite them out to meet Stella and Dot events, but truly keep it simple, sweetie. It is not that complicated. It is not that complex. You just have to break it down. And if you get that financial one that wants to know the dollar and cents of it all, absolutely, we have some great resources online to show them what they can get if they sign up in their first 30 or 60 days for Jumpstart, how much free they could possibly earn just for signing up for $200. I mean, I know during, was it July or August, that we had a lot of stylists post breaking down like the sign-up kit and like how many trunk shows to hold within their 60 days to break even or to gain a little bit more. And if you need those, I can try to find that in some of the groups that we have on Facebook. But I hope this information helped a little bit. If I didn't address whatever your specific concern was, please do comment on the post and I will try to get back to you. Mondays are very crazy for me, as I am sure it is for a lot of people. I call it Manic Monday because between me trying to front load is the word I'll say for my house duties. I try to get a lot done on Monday so that I can have the luxury of not doing other things throughout the week. So that I just maintain like laundry and dinners, and all my cleaning is done like right at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. So in the middle, I just kind of have a little bit of flexibility. So feel free to touch base with me, private message me if you'd like, or just comment on the post. And I hope this was helpful. Thanks, ladies. Happy Monday.